Hey, go down to the comments and let me know which structures you look for at the start of your world. That'll help me create these videos in the future. Oh, and while you're at it, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciated making my previous God Seed video. I also appreciated all of the feedback that you guys gave me to find an even better seed for you all. Somebody who commented was Cornell, who said they want a bunch of villages, mansions, and temples. A mangrove swamp too. Well, let's see what I can find. And somebody else who reached out was today's sponsor, Yahaha. What an incredible name too, Yahaha. Yahaha is a brand spanking new UGC creation platform for 3D multiplayer interactive experiences. That means you, and anyone, can create and publish your own virtual experiences. And what's great about Yahaha is that there's no coding experience needed. You can simply just build the creation without coding experience or server knowledge. Just simply use the components and smart assets in Yahaha Studio to make the game of your dreams. The assets are stored in a cloud drive so they can be real-time streamed to your local client whenever you need them. And then when your work is done, you can simply just publish your creation to Yahaha's cross-platform app on both mobile and PC. Other people can then discover what you made and join to play. Sounds like a lot of fun, honestly. So go ahead and click the link below and join Yahaha's early access now. And go participate in the community challenge for your choice to win the cash prize. Alright, so this is where we spawn into this world. Already you can see where this seed is going, but let me get there. Here's a look at the path I'm going to take in this video. So obviously the spawn is directly in this village. We get a church building in this village and a tannery. Unfortunately, no blacksmith, but the tannery does have an emerald. We're also next to a huge cave, which I guess is pretty cool too. Now let's head over to the lake area where we've got a ruined portal. With the amount of obsidian on the portal, you can actually make it a working portal. And of course, we always get some loot at ruined portals too. And you've probably already noticed that just east of the portal is a Woodland Mansion. I've provided you with the coordinates to the front entrance of the mansion. On the bottom floor, you can get an iron axe in here, and another one in here. On the middle floor, there is this arena room where you can find iron and a protection book. And on the top floor, there's a secret room with some obsidian blocks covering a diamond block. Now back on the bottom floor, I want to go in this room where I signaled off this location that we can dig down to a zombie spawner. Obviously, there's a lot you can do with a zombie spawner, but there's loot here too, including our first golden apple, a projectile protection book, our first god apple, and some iron. So that checks off a village and a mansion. Now let's check off one more location that the commenter wanted with this Mangrove Swamp. It's certainly not the biggest mangrove swamp that I've ever seen, but I found what I could. Now we can head southeast to our next location, which is a ruined portal and village. The village is a decently sized desert village. And then when I dig around and find the chest at the portal, I got some gold tools inside. And again, I can dig under here and get to a spider spawner this time. One chest doesn't have any good loot, but the other chest has a golden apple, a book, and a piece of gold. Okay, now let's head north until we get to a shipwreck. Inside of the chest, at the top, we get a bunch of iron, and at the bottom, there's a treasure map. But this chested map just kept crashing my game, so I never actually got to using it. But we can continue north and get to this outpost. Along with the tower, we get 3 tents. There's a bottle of enchanting here. Okay, now let's go northwest to our first temple, which actually finishes our checklist. But don't worry, we still have a lot more to see than just this. Down at the bottom, we get both types of gold apples in the first chest. And then in the second chest, we get another golden apple, and then some gold and a book, and then a luck of the sea book. And now let's go southeast to another desert temple. This one is very much buried. I can break into the temple and find a golden apple in the first chest, a mending book in the second chest, another golden apple, and some gold. And then we can head south to a village. This village is actually among some hilly and crazy terrain. And there's this fossil exposed here. In the village, we get a blacksmith with some iron and an iron sword. Below the village, we can find a buried ruined portal. I accidentally broke the chest, but here's a look at the loot I have now. And let's go ahead and head right over this water here to a desert temple. This one is pretty much fully buried, but the top is open. And in the first chest, we've got a golden apple, knockback book, and iron. And some gold and iron in the second chest, a golden apple and sweeping edge book here, and then some more iron. Now let's head west to a temple that's actually not buried for once. First chest is a loyalty book and golden apple. Second chest is some emeralds and a feather falling book. Third chest has some more emeralds and some gold, and the fourth chest doesn't have anything of value. And just over here is another ruined portal. I managed to break the chest again, so here's the loot I have. Now let's travel northwest a bit and we can get to another ruined portal. I didn't break the chest this time, and inside are some gold tools. And then let's turn to just go north over to a desert temple. It's right next to a small patch of badlands. Inside we've got some emeralds and another golden apple. Even more emeralds here, another golden apple and a mending book, and some iron here. Let me just quickly make the nuggets into ingots for some inventory space now. We'll see if we get more nuggets or not. And now let's head southeast before we go to our final spot. Another desert temple first though. Inside we've got a golden apple here, and in the second chest are some diamonds, a golden apple and a sharpness 5 book here, and in the fourth chest we get some iron and a mending book. Alright, so now we have a bit of a travel to our final location. It's southeast. Yeah, we get another Woodland Mansion here. Unfortunately, there's really not much loot inside, but we do get this spider spawner room on the top floor. I just wanted to point out that underneath this mansion happens to be a big lush cave. Just makes this area even better. You can see that I have over here marked off in the water. And if I dig down, I get to a stronghold. I've even made it so it's right to the portal. Pretty cool knowing the stronghold is near the mansion. So here's the loot I collected throughout this seed. You'll see we've got a nice collection of ores here. We've got a full set of enchanted gold armor, plenty of tools, 2 swords, a bunch of books including sharpness 5, feather falling 3, and 2 mending books, and of course 14 golden apples and 2 god apples. As we saw earlier, this is the actual path I took throughout this video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, let me know. As I said earlier, I appreciated all of the feedback last time, which helped me find the seed for this video. At the start of this video, I asked you to let me know which structures you look for to start your world. Though, in most of these videos, I still managed to visit most of them anyway regardless. But yeah, feedback is appreciated. If you would like to help me out, feel free to leave a like and subscribe with notifications on so you know whenever I upload my new videos. Be sure to visit today's sponsor, Yahaha, with the link in the description and join their community event for a chance at a cash prize. That's gonna do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I'm out of here. See ya.